Today is Wednesday, the 18th of March, and we are reading from day 77 of the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. Day 77, the Priest of the Offering. Teacher, I said, I have a question. If the death of Messiah was ordained by God, an event of the highest holiness, why did it happen through such unholy means? How do you know that the means weren't holy? He asked. It happened through evil men, through bribery, treachery, brutality, and murder. Evil. In ancient times, who were the ones ordained by God to offer up the sacrifices? He asked. The priesthood, I said, the sons of Aaron. And who were the key people involved in delivering Messiah to his death? The Sanhedrin, led by the high priest and including chief priests of the temple, the sons of Aaron, the same ones ordained by God to offer up the sacrifices. Why were they so obsessed with Messiah? They were the priests and he was the lamb, the sacrifice. So they were the ones to initiate his death. That was their ministry and calling. Only they could deliver the Lamb of God to his death. That's why they conspired and arrested him and handed him over to the Romans to be crucified. It was their ministry to offer up the sacrifice. So they killed him because they were the priests and he was the sacrifice? Not because they knew it, but nevertheless, because they were the ones ordained to do so. And beyond the Sanhedrin, it was the high priest who alone was ordained to offer up the most holy sacrifice, the atonement by which the nation's sins were forgiven. And who was it that presided over the Sanhedrin and was more than anyone else responsible for delivering Messiah to his death? The high priest. His intention was murder, yet he was the one appointed in the law to offer up the sacrifice. Messiah was the sacrifice. So it was the high priest who had to offer him up. But they were evil, I said, and their motives and actions were corrupt. And yet, through their actions came salvation, he said. The world is filled with evil, with the imperfect and the wrong. But God causes all of these things, the wrong, the imperfect, and the evil, to work together for the good, the holy, and the perfect, in this world and in your life. The tears, the crisis, the heartbreaks, the evil, and all the wrong will, in the end, become the priests of the offering, to fulfill the sacred purposes and the blessings God has ordained for your life. The mission. What or who in this world is against you or working for evil? Commit it to God and give thanks beforehand that he will turn it for your good. And we are reading from Leviticus chapter 16, the Gospel of Matthew chapter 20 verse 18, and the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 22. May the grace and peace of God be with you.